Happy New Year, friends and crafters. It's Carol here today with my first project for 2019. I belong to the Loaded Envelope Galore swap group on Facebook, and I joined the Winter Magic Loaded mini album swap. The swap was hosted by Rosa Kelly of Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking, and she has a tutorial on how to create this mini loaded album, and I will leave the link below. So I wanted to let you know that the paper that I used for this mini album swap was the Northern Lights by Recollection, and it is a beautiful, beautiful paper collection, especially since it has silver as an accent color, and I kind of dwelled on that on all my projects. So this is the mini album that I created, and it was easy and it was a lot of fun, and as you can see, mine is pretty well stuffed. I can't put another thing in it because it'd be just warped. So there's a little bear I used from my stash, and this little accent right here, embellishment, was created with this die right here. I do not have all the dies here that I use because there are tons of them. This one is 658256, and it is called the Snowflake Rosette. I like that die. It's easy to put together, and as you can see, it makes a beautiful snowflake. And then I used this rosette type of flower to accent the center of it. And I used lace and bling from my stash throughout the album. And this is the back with more lace and of course the silver paper because I wanted this to really glisten. So for the 4x6 journal, here is mine, and I used the same little bear on the front here and the same little flower but without the snowflake, and I really took time to embellish this. This is from the paper collection, and it's just a little tag that was in the paper, and I used Marianne Designs. Let me see if I have this one here. Like I said, I don't have all the dies. It's this right here, this tree, which is LRO 379. It is a Marianne Designs Creatables, and I just use that to help hold the little card inside there. And I just punched a star and put a little sequin on there, and I put tabs, and then I made this little bear right here. He just comes out so that my swap partner, if she wants to put it in the plain pages with a picture or with her journaling, that she can take it out. And he is this die right here from Cottage Cuts, Mr. Snuggles, and I just dressed him up with some die cuts from a snowman die that I had. And that's that. And I just did on the cardstock pages, I put the tab and I decorated them front and back. And then on the plain sheets of paper, I just put a star on the first one. This was from the paper collection, and I just put that in there with some punched snowflakes. And then on this side, I have that bear that I've used on the cover of both of these little album and journal. And again, that can be used as the recipient wants to. And there's a star again. This was from the paper collection. I just cut it out and used it to embellish. And then on this side, sorry about that, I have this little bear, and I'm not sure if I brought him with me or not either. Like I said, I used a lot of dies. This one is the Santa Bear in the pot, and he came out really cute. And these are some more tags from the paper collection, just tucked in there with a band. And then on the last page is this, I want to say snowman, but it's not. It's a bear. I used all bears because there's polar bears in the paper collection, And he is a Marianne Creatables polar bear die as well. And then there's the back. That is my journal. And then this is how I decorated the inside of these pages. This opens up. It's magnetized so that my swap partner can put pictures in here. And this is one of my tags. And you can see here again, I have Mr. Snuggles. And this is another bear die from my stash with a rosette on the top that I just paper clipped. And then this also opens up like this. And I did do a lot of interactive, I see a little piece of paper right there, a lot of interactive features in my album. And inside this pocket, I have some embellishments that I made from a die from my stash. It is a little polar bear, and he's holding a tree and a fish. It's really, really cute. I really like that die. And then on this side, this was my tag. The other tag was not the one that I initially wanted to make for my swap partner. I wanted to make a more chunkier tag, so it's this one right here with the Marianne Creatables polar bear. He's really cute. He's really chunky. And as you can see, that's from the paper collection. And I put another one down here, and I have them all paper clipped together here. And then in this pocket, I have my card. And I used this little bear again, and this came out really cute. And that's the inside. I used lots and lots of bears. And then this page is the last page, and on this one I made another little tag with a cute Mr. Snuggles and just stuck it in here. And then on this side, this opens up. I just did a paper clip right here, and that is the polar bear with the fish and the tree, and this just opens up like this. As you can see, I've got more dies. This is like icicles, and this right here, snowflakes, and that's a snowflake from my stash. And then in this pocket right here, I have a little gift for my swap partner. This is, let's see, right here is this from Cottage Cuts right here. I believe that they sell this separately, but I have had this for quite some time. It was a homemade Christmas gift set. I don't believe they have this anymore, but I do believe she sells this separately, the little bear on there. And I'm not sure what his name is because it doesn't say on this package. So that's the bear, and I made this envelope on my envelope punch board, and when you open it up, I have a couple dies inside, a tree and a snowflake die, and it's one that I used in this envelope. Also, I did want to mention this tag right here that I created. I did use this Sizzix die right here. It is 657911, and it's called Tags Fancy, and I like this because you can layer. As you can see from the back and the front piece here, it's layered. It's a great die for doing that. So that is the Loaded Mini album. And I'm going to move on. Oh, I did see this die here. So I will share this with you. This is the Cottage Cuts die. It's called Winter Snowman that I used the hat and scarf for Mr. Snuggles. Like I said, I don't have everything here, but I have some of it. I made this little gable box with that same Cottage Cuts snowman. Not snowman, bear. And I filled this with candy. The bow that is on the front here is this one here, My Creative Time. It's MCT-D54, and it's probably my go-to bow all the time. I really like it. And then my tags say, big hugs and let it snow. And I again did the tags with the pipe cleaner because I really like the way that ties on, so much easier than ribbon. And it also gives it a nice accent. For this right here, I'm used the paper collection. It had this. It's Let Heaven and Nature Sing. And I put a little rosette on there. And inside, here is that Cottage Cuts bear again. And I just Velcroed this together. And on the inside, I made some more embellishments. So I have these little rosettes on paper clips, and then in all these packages I made extra bears in case my swap partner wants to use these in her journal. These are the Mr. Snuggles. These are again the Cottage Cuts. I'm not sure, let's see what the name of this is. It's called the Santa Bear in the Pot. Very cute. And then in this one, I have the Marianne Creatables Polar Bear. Very cute. And in this one here, I have the Santa Bear from Cottage Cuts. There's a couple different ones there. And then I got one more, and that's two of these other bears from my stash. I do not have that die out here. Alright, and then last but not least, I wanted to show you this right here. And I love shaker tags, and for some reason when I went to make this, I decided I was going to do a shaker. And it is a frame, and I'm going to have a tutorial for this for anyone who's interested. And it's using this Elizabeth Craft Designs die, and it's called the Happy Frame Extra Large. I'm sorry for the glare. And it is, I don't see a number on it. It's, oh yeah, 1498 Happy Frame Extra Large. And this is a little bit bigger than the ones that I made at Halloween and fall. So it has a wider frame. And I love how this turned out. This is the Cottage Cuts Santa Bear. This is the die that I showed earlier again, which is this one, the Marianne Creatables Tree LR0378. This is Marianne Creatables Polar Bear right here, and Mr. Snuggles and the tree. And I put acetate on top of the frame and then covered it with this lace punched out, Martha Stewart punched out paper, and I just filled it with shaker material, and as you can see, it shakes. Got some pretty silver, white, and blue snowflakes inside there, and it says, "All is calm, all is bright." And then I made a little hanger for it, and this is the back, because I always like to finish off the back. And this my swap partner can use to maybe hang up for Christmas next year. It's actually wintry themed, but it's still, you know, can be used for the winter or for the holidays. So thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please stay tuned for the frame tutorial that I will be having up soon. And again, Happy New Year everybody, and until next time, happy crafting.